And as they were singing, something started happening with me. Something I had never experienced before. And here's the thing, I grew up in the church. Not consistently. My mom would take us to Baptist churches and Catholic churches and whatever we were feeling like at the time. But it was a very conflicting and confusing dynamic because my mom would take us to church on Sunday and then she would live like the devil the rest of the week. And that was my example at home, right? And we weren't reading the word. We weren't really praying at night. We weren't doing any of that stuff. Yeah, we said grace at the table. But we weren't living this thing, right? So it was confusing to me, and I didn't really understand it. And I had no idea that there was a difference between religion and relationship. So let's get back to when I was 19. I'm 19. They start singing. I have no idea what's being said. But all of a sudden, my body started shaking. Like I was having some kind of a full-blown seizure. My legs, my arms, I had no control over my movements. And I had been touched by the Holy Spirit right then and there. But here's the thing. I was excited about it, moved by the experience. Ooh, what was that? That's new and different. Maybe there is a God. But I wasn't moved enough to change. I wasn't moved enough to keep pursuing him. I wasn't moved enough to start my walk just yet. But now I had the Holy Spirit. And that Holy Spirit started convicting me here and there of stuff, but I shut out the voice. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to do what I want to do. Right? Because when you have the Spirit, you still have a carnal mind. You still have your flesh. And your flesh and the Holy Spirit, they battle it out all the time. Right? And really, the one who wins is who you feed. What do I mean? If you feed your flesh will win out. If you feed your spirit will win out. And all that means is that you'll mature in your walk with God when you're feeding your spirit. How do I do that? I get in my word. I pray. I fast. Fasting is abstaining from food. And what does that do? It's not just to starve yourself. Abstaining from food is a form of self-discipline. I want it. I love food. I like to eat. But I'm going to